chimed in a little bit. He said regarding Ukraine and Israel, he said, Israel gets no cash, Ukraine gets cash. The State Department has always hated Israel and Jews. We're used to it. We deal with it. It's not me, it's you, says, happy Thanksgiving. May everyone's holiday be blessed, safe, and politic-free. Eat some turkey, eat some stuffing, drink some beer, and watch some football. And also give thanks for what you're thankful for. Happy Thanksgiving from First Principles Mike. Jeffrey says, I think you got it right when you called the Biden administration the Obama administration. Obama is the true puppet master. Yitzhak says, Biden hamstrings Israel. We all know Jews got the shaft. Biden threatened Israel with an arms embargo and a UN vote for the jihadis. 54 more days. The ceasefire will not hold. Israel said one violation and all is off. I'm not waiting for 5 countries. Derek posted a picture of it, the People's Voice community. See, and I've seen this going around, but I haven't seen it until I see it from like a more established news source that I can say, okay, this may have legs. And it says, Polish official says half of U.S. aid to Ukraine was stolen and laundered back to Democrats. Yitzhak is traveling 25 minutes tomorrow by car, he said to his daughters. All her husband's family's all Democrats, no problem, we all get along. We used to get hot meals on airplanes. Remember steak, eggs, silverware? Remember that? I don't remember that because my parents never flew us. We were always like in the back of the plane. Talking about whether Kamala Harris is hammered in her video that she posted yesterday. Andy says she seems that way a lot. She also has unusually large hands. I wonder if she's related to Michelle Obama. Well, as someone who has unusually, I have like big hands. I don't know. I got like man hands. I don't know. Thanks, Mom. But it's my mother. It's the Irish side of the family, believe it or not, that gave me that. You would think it would be the German side, but it's not. Okay. Yitzhak says, let me be snarky. If you raise your little ones right, they travel well. Yeah, but not always. Your kids are kids. I can't blame the parents if the kids have a meltdown. Kids are kids. Babies, pacifiers for the ear stuff. The older ones, games, puzzles, food, coloring books. Be engaged with the toddlers. I never had issues. Prep them beforehand with drugs. A little Benadryl, right? Joseph loves self-checkout. I wish every place had it. I especially love the Scan and Go and the Sam's app. I'm ready for robots to flip my burgers too. Embrace the future. No, and not if they don't invite me to the Christmas party. I'm not doing their work. KDG, thank you so much. A fan from my last radio gig. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, let's get to your calls because I appreciate you, Todd, in North Carolina. You've been hanging on here. Thank you so much for hanging on. Welcome to Breitbart News Daily. How are you, Todd?
I'm good this morning, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing great. So are you working this week? Are you working the rest of the week?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm headed up now to unload some cars up in Wisconsin, then I'll probably be headed back to Baltimore for another load. So.
Another truck driver. Thank you, because without you, that stuff happens.
Yep. I play Santa all year long. I deliver Porsches to good girls and boys.
Ooh, at least it's not a Jaguar.
Hey, a couple quick things. When you talk about Ukraine, and they say there's no money laundering or anything going on, please explain to me why Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen had to go to Ukraine and all these other bureaucrats when it was such a war-torn country. If it was so dangerous, why were they there? They're all there to get their money.
What I don't understand, and listen, I can't speak to it. I've never been there. I honestly, and I admit it, I don't know what's going on in the ground. I don't know the ins and outs. I only know the big picture, the 10,000-foot picture from the United States. So I think there are a lot of unanswered questions. And I'm sure you heard earlier, we were talking about asking questions. That's why we're having that discussion about Ukraine versus Israel and the disparate treatment between the two conflicts. We don't call them wars because the Democrats in office, as soon as Trump takes office, it's going to be wars, right? That's what we'll call them. Right. So I don't know, but I think when high-ranking officials go to quote-unquote war zones, they see a different view. They're protected. So I don't think it's all that unreasonable that you would see them in a different setting that doesn't necessarily look like a war zone. And I don't think that the whole country obviously is under attack. All of Ukraine is not under attack either.
Right. But my question is, why would a Treasury Secretary have to go there? That makes absolutely no sense.
Well, maybe she's trying to find out where our money went.
Or she's over there getting her cut.
I'm trying not to put my tinfoil hat on, Todd.
Right. Hey, one thing too. I went your podcast last night.
Oh, thank you.
I sent you a couple names on X.
Okay, thank you.
Down in North Carolina that you need to get a hold of, because those are some of the guys on the front line. Both Greg Temple and Matt McSwain. Matt is, Greg is a former NASCAR driver, but he was one of the first helicopter pilots. And Matt McSwain is with Operation Hilo.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I will work, because I know there's a guy that I was in, Matt Van Swole, has also been very active, and I have him on X as well. So we follow each other on X. So I will go into. But thank you so much for sending those, because I did see your notes after the podcast had ended. I saw your comments, and I was going to reach out to you and ask you. So thank you very much for that. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, my friend.
You have a happy Thanksgiving. Everyone, please be careful if you're traveling out there today. Just a little extra time and patience. You all get there safe.
That's right, and you too. I hope you have a very safe day tomorrow. Thank you. I'll see you next week on the podcast. All right, bye. Yeah, my podcast is on Tuesdays, 7:15 Eastern Time, p.m. Eastern Time. It's live on YouTube and on Getter. Just look for Mary Walter Radio, no S. I am going to try to have someone from North Carolina on the podcast next week. Sometimes I have guests, sometimes I don't. Like last night, it's interactive, so you can leave comments and questions and stuff like that, and tell me which, suggest topics, and so it's just a conversation with us. And that's what I did last night. I didn't have any guests; it was just the viewers and me, and we went back and forth. And the audio is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you're looking on YouTube, click on the live tab, because there's only on the home tab, there's only 4 podcasts for some reason, but all the rest are under live, and I've had all sorts of guest names that you would recognize, and we try, sometimes we don't talk politics at all, sometimes we talk about other things, so we try to have a good time. Let's quickly go to Dave in Connecticut, works with American Airlines. Dave, welcome to Breitbart News Daily. How are you?
Good morning, I'm doing great. I just landed about a little over an hour and a half ago. I flew up from Rio de Janeiro. I don't have to work tomorrow. In fact, I've got the rest of the month off.
Nice.
But I wanted to take issue with some of the things that your Mr. Radcliffe, I believe his name was.
Yep, Jay. Yes.
Airline blogger. I love these self-appointed experts in the industry. And they only give you a certain amount of perspective. So I'd like to give you a little bit of a perspective from somebody who works within the industry. You asked him about why travel was so much better on foreign carriers. I thought it interesting how he neglected to mention subsidies. Most foreign carriers, especially the national carriers, are very heavily subsidized by their government. They don't have to care about making a profit. So yes, the experience is much better on those carriers than they are on carriers here in the United States, where we have to actually worry about making a profit. The average person wants to blame somebody about the degradation or the downfall in the quality of air travel, they need only look in the mirror for somebody to blame. Because we're giving the people exactly what they want: cheap airfare with lots of currency or frequency. If you plug in the average domestic fare right now into an inflation calculator, I would bet a month's salary that people are paying the cheapest they have ever paid in airline history to travel.
Wow.
When I got hired in 1991, Mr. Crandall, who was our CEO, his mantra was, if our load fares start creeping above 65%, we're not traveling, we're not charging them for our tickets. So they would tweak their algorithms and their yield management programs between individual city pairs to drive those load factors back down below 65%. Now we're at 95+%. And we do things like cancel flights. Why? Because, again, everybody loves to vilify the airlines. So let's pass some great legislation called the Passengers Bill of Rights, which has done nothing to help passengers. Years ago, I would push back to the gate on a day that was an absolute mess with weather, with plenty of gas me through duty time, and I'd sit out on the taxiway for 4.5 hours until I could take off and get people to their destination. Now, our dispatchers send us a message at the 2.5-hour point, go back to the gate, and they cancel the flight. Because if we stay off the gate for more than 3 hours, we get slapped at this ridiculous sum of money, something in the order of $125,000 per passenger. Well, on a 321 with an Oasis configuration, 190 people, you do the math.
Yeah,
We are the most heavily regulated industry in this country, and we are also probably one of the most heavily charged industries, and all of the fees and everything that we get hit by the government, which the government, by the way, does not allow us to list on our tickets because they don't want us educating the public to exactly how much of their money is going back to the federal government.
Well, see, and so this is all great. I'm glad to learn this. I'm so glad you called in, because I would love to see the Trump administration, and I think Donald Trump is the type of guy who would do something like this, but it's really going to be up to Sean Duffy. I would love to see Sean meet with people who are doing the job, meet with pilots, meet with staff, meet with the bag shop, meet with these people to find out what it is, how is the government hindering your job? How can the government help you do your job better? Because I always try. I could never do the job, especially of the hostess. I don't even know what you call them anymore. I just call them staff because I'm so afraid of calling them flight attendant. Okay, flight attendant. There you go. So I always try to be nice to them because I can never do their job because people are miserable. But people are miserable because flying's a miserable experience. I think it's almost like a snake eating its tail, right? It just becomes this downward spiral because we're all miserable. It's a siege atmosphere, but it's not the staff's fault for the most part. Are some of them miserable? Yes, but they also have a miserable job. But I think if people on the plane are being nice to you, you can be nice back to them. I'm a big fan of I give what I get.
Well, but again, there's two sides to every story.
Of
the
course.
problem that we have within the airline industry is, with few exceptions, and I'll point to Southwest Airlines, which was very successful for a long time when Herb Kelleher was running things, because his mantra was hire good people, pay them a decent salary commensurate with their skill set, and above all, make them happy when they're at work. If you do that, you don't have to worry about the customer experience, and the bottom line, that all takes care of itself. Now you have airline CEOs talking about their constituents, their shareholders, which means they're basically saying we're going to take care of ourselves because they're large stakeholders in the companies. They talk about the customers. They never mention the employees. If they do, it's an afterthought. We have this draconian policy at American Airlines. It's called the D-10, D-5 policy,
Yes.
where they have to close, the agents have to close the flights out 10 minutes early, close the door 5 minutes early. If an agent gets a certain number of late departures, they're disciplined all the way up to and including termination.
Yeah. And Dave,
there's a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, I would love to continue to talk, but we got to run because we've talked about this for a really long time. So but thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know you have a lot that you can add to this. Thank you so much, Dave. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I'm glad he doesn't have to fly for a while. Good for him. He gets a break. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know about, I think is the gist of it. Right? I think that was the gist of that. All right, quick break, and then we will come back, and we have a little surprise for you. Just very quick little surprise coming back here. So Jerry, John, and Chuck, hang on, and I also have some more comments off of X. I'll try to get to all of it before we end here on Breitbart News Daily.
This is David Webb. You can call me daily at 866-957-2874 or catch me on X, Instagram, and Truth at David Webb Show.
Listen live weekdays at 9 a.m. East on Sirius XM Patriot.
Yo, 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 Dad is in the house. What do you call the NordVPN Black Friday deal, huh? The Black Friday deal. Because you block online threats. Black Friday, get it? It's hilarious. Get the NordVPN Black Friday deal and block online threats now. NordVPN
you are 65 or older, you know this, inflation is hitting everyone hard right now, especially when it comes to healthcare. Over the last 10 years, healthcare costs have skyrocketed by, get this, 230%. If you have Medicare Parts A and B, you know there are still out-of-pocket expenses like deductibles and co-payments, and they really add up. But here's some good news. MediShare 65 Plus is designed to fill in those gaps and help protect you from rising healthcare costs. At only $99 per month up to age 75, you get peace of mind at a price you can afford. And MediShare is trusted, too. It's been around 30 years. It's not some big impersonal thing. It's a community of people helping each other. Business owners, pastors, retirees. People love it. MediShare 65 Plus just makes sense. To learn more, give them a call. They're great to talk to. They'll offer to pray with you each time you call, too. Call now. 833-SHARE-24. That's 833-SHARE-24. 833-SHARE-24.
I went to My Computer Career because I needed job security.
Because I wanted a career in cybersecurity.
I went to My Computer Career because IT jobs are everywhere.
My old job was going nowhere.
I went because I didn't want college loans for the rest of my life.
Because I wanted a career for the rest of my life.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Classes available online or in person. Financial aid available for qualified students, including the GI Bill. 529 college savings plans accepted. Not available in Washington State.
Limited government, economic opportunity.
We are
Sirius XM Patriot.
Channel 125.
Conservative principles live here.
And he said, oh yeah, because I'm from Cincinnati, I think this is really great. So we're going to have just talk a little bit here and share this with you. WKRP in Cincinnati, television show that ran in the 70s. And I was new about, I knew it was there, but like I was too young to watch it. And I know Zach probably wasn't even born yet. But if you do nothing else, my mission is to share this. Because if you have never watched it, do yourself a favor, go on YouTube and watch the turkey drop episode of WKRP in Cincinnati. So very quickly, the premise of the show is that it is a radio station in the 70s, and they have this beautiful receptionist, Lonnie Anderson, and they've got, who was the Johnny, what was his name? Johnny, the one DJ, Johnny, I don't forget what his name is. And they have the different radio hosts. So they do this thing for Thanksgiving. And their newsman is a guy named Les Nessman. So they're doing a turkey drop in Cincinnati for Thanksgiving. So everybody gets turkeys. And they wind up getting a helicopter, and they've got turkeys in this helicopter. They're live turkeys that are going out, that they're going to drop over Cincinnati for Thanksgiving. So Les Nessman goes to cover the turkey drop, and he's down on the street amongst the people, and all the people are there waiting for the turkeys, and they're going to get a turkey. I don't know what they're going to do with a live turkey, but they're going to get a turkey for Thanksgiving. So Zach, let me ask you, do you remember, were the turkeys supposed to be live that they were dropping out initially, or was there kind of screw up in the promotion that they wound up putting out live turkeys?
It was supposed to be live.
They were supposed to be live. Okay. So I guess back in the 70s, like you plucked your own turkey. I don't know. You killed it and plucked it yourself. I have no idea. I didn't know if they did that in Cincinnati. I don't know. But anyway, this is great. This is a classic skit. This is Les Nessman reporting live from the turkey drop.
Oh my God, it's turkey! Oh, that turkey's in the air right in my room! Pushing each other. Oh my goodness. Oh, the humanity. Look at the vodka. The turkeys are hitting the ground like sand of wet cement. I don't know how much longer they're trying to run for their lives. They're searching for their mothers, and the end of their tragedy as the
Right was the guy's name in the studio. And what happens is he tries to get into a store and it goes on, and he tries to get into a store and they won't let him in. He's like, I can't go in there. They won't let him in. So he comes back to the studio with the guy who is the head of sales or marketing, who put this whole promotional radio thing together. And he comes back and his glasses are broken and his hair's a mess and he looks like he has been through the ringer. Here we go.
I really don't know how to describe it. It's like the turkeys mounted a counterattack. It was almost as if they were organized. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys can fly.
And it's just a famous line now, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. Not since never. So, Zach, you weren't even born yet, but you've seen that episode, right?
Yes, it was required to.
Because you're from Cincinnati, or just because it's hilarious?
Because I'm from Cincinnati, but I also started my radio career in Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. Okay.
To the point with, I just have to tell you, my first radio job was with WKRC in Cincinnati, and I have been told by people who don't know me, no, it's not WKRC, it's WKRP. They thought it was a real station.
Oh, that's hilarious. So funny.
I'm like, I know where I work. And they're like, no, it's WKRP, right? And I'm like, okay, bud, it was fake. It was a TV show.
You just go, oh, you're right, WKRP. You're right. Just give it to them and walk on it. That's fantastic. So, all of me, wow, look at the phone lines. Holy Christmas. Let's quickly go to Chuck in Florida. Chuck, welcome here on Breitbart News Daily. Hello.
Yeah, hey Mary, how are you?
I'm doing great. After listen, I have to hear that every year, so I'm so happy right now. No taxes, there you go. The lower taxes, better living. Hurricanes,
well,
yes.
If you remember what was happening in 2020, it was kind of a little bug in the air. Remember that?
Yeah, so you went to the free state of Florida.
So anyway, the only reason I really wanted to say hi, because you have personally reprimanded me many times as a proud member of your page on Facebook.
Oh my gosh, Chuck.
Hello.
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Just want to say hi to you. I think you're wonderful, and all of that.
Well, thank you so much, Chuck. So great to put a voice with the annoying man on my Facebook group. No, I'm kidding you. You know that.
Hey, I'm not always annoying. I know you know. So anyway, yes, I was just riding around in my car.
Thank you.
I'm like, what in the world is that? So I have to say hello to you and have a wonderful.
Well, at the main job, I think.
You too. Thank you so much. Drive carefully. Let's get to John.
I have to do a little bit of home.
Work
from home on Friday, but I don't have to go in.
John, thank you for joining me. We've got a couple minutes here. Hi.
Busy.
John.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
I just wanted to let you know I love your show. I'm on my way over to a turkey farm in Minnesota, but it happens to be a turkey farm where the two turkeys that are being farmed are from, and we've been feeding these turkeys since they were probably babies, and we haul turkey feed one way for 3 hours from a mill 3 hours away. So I'm on my way there right now, and I was loading this morning. And that's what I'd like to know.
That's very cool. How do they decide which turkeys get to be pardoned? Like, how do they make that decision? Is it like a turkey beauty contest?
It must be. I don't know. There's thousands of turkeys over here, and they maybe start grooming them from a very young age. That'd be my guess.
Yeah. That's kind of, yeah. Well, they do get pardoned, and then they go off to live at Virginia Tech. Did you know that?
I heard that. We're in a special place. I'm not sure exactly where they were going, but yeah.
Yep.
Special life from now on.
Yep. They go off literally to a farm upstate.
Unlike all the other thousands that we're feeding here.
Exactly. Well, John, thank you so much for joining me. Drive carefully, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. I didn't get to Jerry and
That's
Thank
too
you.
bad.
Happy Thanksgiving. Jerry in Florida said the reason celebrities lean left is because the things that affect everyday Americans don't affect them. That's very, very true. And Eric in Minnesota saying the turkey drop is a throwback to the Hindenburg. Yeah. Oh, the humanity. So great. Zach Tyler, thank you so much for helping me out here. I really appreciate you guys. Everybody, have a great day tomorrow. Don't forget to check out my podcast on YouTube and Getter. Look for Mary Walter Radio, also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And follow me on X at Mary Walter Radio. Have a great day.
Price based on the monthly billing for a 10-year term policy for a healthy, non-smoking 44-year-old male. Paid active portrayal.
Dude, guess how much I paid for a $1 million term life insurance policy?
Gotta be at least $150 a month.
Wrong, my friend. I got coverage through Ethos. Only $69 a month, and I didn't need a medical
I don't
exam.
ever see you
Just
go live.
answer a few easy health
I don't ever get a
questions.
notification for it.
But I'm shocked you have life insurance.
But you don't? Come on, man. You have a wife and kids. What if something happens to you? Trust me, or better yet, check out some of their reviews. Ethos is A+ rated on the BBB and excellent on Trustpilot. Once you sign up, they can start your coverage the same day with policies as low as $1 a day.
Wow, I'm sold. I'm signing up right now. Ethos, a fast and easy online experience. Policies for every budget and up to $2 million in term coverage with no medical exam. Just a few health questions. Get your free quote at applyethos.com. E for easy, E for ethos. At applyethos.com. That's applyethos.com.
Don't wait. Go to cozyearth.com/Mike Slater before their most loved gifts sell out for Christmas. With Cozy Earth sheets, start with the sheets. You will turn your bedroom into a sanctuary nicer than any spa in the world, a haven of calm amidst life's chaos. Their bamboo sheet set is the ultimate luxury. It's the nicest thing we own. Not kidding, it's unbelievable. Every single night my wife and I comment on how much we love the sheets every single night. And then once you get in the sheets, you'll be like, well, why isn't everything made of this material? This viscous of bamboo. Well, they have lots of other things too. Their long sleeve bamboo pajama set, luxuriously soft. You'll love them. You get it by Christmas. Great Christmas gift. Order by December 13th for free shipping and expedited shipping until.
Yeah, I don't ever get a notification.
Cozyearth.com/Mike Slater for up to 40% off. Cozyearth.com/Mike Slater.
Sanctity of life, strong families.
We are
Sirius XM Patriots.
Channel 125.
Conservative principles live here.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Fierce exchanges of fire took place right up to the moment the truce went into effect. Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon have laid down their arms, at least for now. It's supposed to be a 2-month ceasefire, giving beleaguered civilians a chance to return to their homes to see what, if anything, is left of them.
The ceasefire brought relief across the Mediterranean nation, coming after days of some of the most intense airstrikes and clashes. Began, though many in the region wonder if the agreement to stop fighting would hold. Israel says it will attack if Hezbollah break. Step toward ending the region-wide unrest triggered by Hamas's attack on Israel on October 7, 2023, but it does not address the devastating war in Gaza. I'm Charles Littleesman.
Another addition to the incoming Trump team, this time a member of the administration's healthcare team.
President-elect Trump has chosen Dr. Jay Bhattacharya to lead the National Institutes of Health. Bhattacharya is a physician and professor at Stanford University School of Medicine and is a critic of pandemic lockdowns and vaccine mandates. He promoted the idea of herd immunity during the pandemic, arguing that people at low risk should live normally while building up.
Well, you got to be more consistent too.
The NIH funds medical research.
I mean, you just did for 2 times for a couple of minutes each, and the most recent one before that was a month before. Now you got to be more consistent so people know when to look for you. You hadn't been live for a month before that, according to your channel, unless you leave them private. And if you have them private, you're not going to. They don't get any watch hours if you leave it private. No reason for YouTube to mess with your channel.
What are you missing out on? Probably a lot. So let me tell you about Renewfactor. Renewfactor is a drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally.
Against the Rohingya population 7 years ago prompted an international outcry and demands for accountability. However, that has proved difficult. Now, after 5 years of investigation, the chief prosecutor says he has enough evidence to request an arrest warrant against the Armed Forces commander, Min Aung Hlaing. It's unlikely he will ever end up in court at The Hague. But for the hundreds of thousands of Rohingyas stuck in miserable camps in Bangladesh, this case may at least show them that they've not been forgotten.
The BBC's Jonathan Hare. Voters in Ireland are going to the polls today, electing a new parliament. Many voters are unhappy. Housing crisis and rising immigration are among the top concerns, driving discontent with centre-right governing parties. News and analysis, a town hall.
All right, if I'm able to, I'm gonna go live from the office, but on the regular channel. I want to discuss it later. You too, unindoctrinated.